हरि ओम। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। हरि ओम. Param Poojya Guruji has composed one very beautiful song on the life of Param Poojya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda ji. It is Chinmaya Mahimaa, and in which the happenings chronologically has woven the main happenings in the Gurudev's life, and he has set the tune also to it. That is available in Chinmay channel. So it goes like this. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Natva Sadguru Padaravindam Kurmaschinmaya Mahimaa Ganam Bhakti Muktida Mangala Rupam Gurum Smaramas Sada Prasannam Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Kerala Deshe Prakatita Chinmaya Balakrishna Namnayuta Chinmaya Chattambi Guru Shikshita Chinmaya Shaishavehi Samskarita Chinmaya Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. Chinmaya Gurave Namo Namaha. चंचल मानस बालक चिन्मय तथापि शिव ध्याने रत चिन्मय क्रीडा प्रवीण युव प्रिय चिन्मय विद्या ग्रहण कुशल वर चिन्मय लखनऊ नगरे शिक्षित चिन्मय विधिभाषांग्ल विशारद चिन्मय वृत्तपत्र लेखक वर चिन्मय स्वतंत्रता संग्रामक चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. तदर्थकारागृहगत चिन्मय तदा शिवानन्दाश्रित चिन्मय सन्न्यासे गुरुदीक्षित चिन्मय चिन्मयानन्दाभिधान चिन्मय चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमो नमः. चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. उत्तरकाशाश्रमगत चिन्मय स्वामी तपोवन प्रशिष्य चिन्मय शास्त्राध्यात्म पठनरत चिन्मय प्रीति प्राप्त गुरु प्रसाद चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. गंगा दर्शन प्रेरित चिन्मय ज्ञानयज्ञ प्रारंभक चिन्मय असंख्य जन प्रिय प्रेरक चिन्मय चिन्मय संस्था स्थापक चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. गीता ज्ञान प्रचारक चिन्मय आश्रम सांदीपनिकृत चिन्मय अनेक मंदिर निर्मित चिन्मय उपकारक साधक जन चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. करुणापूरित मानस चिन्मय सकल जनानां हितरत चिन्मय बालक युवक प्रशिक्षक चिन्मय विद्यालय संस्थापक चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. गुरवे नमो नमः। समाजसेवा प्रेरक चिन्मय, स्वास्थ्यचिकित्सादायक चिन्मय, संस्कृतगौरवस्थापक चिन्मय, ग्रन्थानेकप्रकाशक चिन्मय, चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः। चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः। ज्ञानभक्तिसेवामय चिन्मय, नित्यशुद्धगुरुविमुक्त चिन्मय, महासमाधौ संस्थित चिन्मय, भक्तिरस्तु नस्त्वयि हे चिन्मय। चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः। 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 बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। परम पूज्य गुरुदेव स्वामी चिन्मयानंद सरस्वती महाराज की जय। Guruji says, Chinmaya Mahimaa, the glory, the greatness of Param Poojya Gurudev. Natva Sadguru Padaravindam Kurmas Chinmaya Mahimaa Ganam. I first bow down at the feet, at the lotus feet. Aravinda means lotus. At the lotus feet of my Param Poojya Gurudev. And then I start singing his glories. Bhukti, Mukti, Muda, Mangala Rupam. Very nicely. Mukti is all the joys of sense objects. So, worldly prosperity. Mukti, liberation. That comes from self-knowledge alone. So, Abhyuday and Nishreyas. The worldly prosperity as also spiritual wealth of knowledge. Muda Mangal Rupam, and joy that is auspicious. Joy that is celebrated and appreciated in our scriptures. That pure joy, happiness. Gurum Smaramas Sada Prasannam. I meditate, I remember on my Param Poojya Gurudev, who is always of pleasant disposition, who is always smiling and cheerful, enthusiastic, and very calm and quiet, and purity embodiment itself. Now he begins his life. Kerala Deshe Prakatita Chinmaya. He manifested. He was unmanifest in the form of the Supreme Truth, pure existence, without name and form, knowledge, not of any object, but knowledge principle, awareness itself, and infinite joy, independent of any possession or even instruments of experience. So that principle, that reality, that Lord manifested in the form of this Param Poojya Gurudev in Kerala. Kerala, meaning of this word also, God's land, Devabhumi. The area that, the land that belongs to God. Kerala Deshe Prakatita Chinmaya, Balakrishna Namnayata Chinmaya. So in the childhood, his name, his parents kept as Balakrishna, the baby Shri Krishna. Chattambi Guru Shikshita Chinmaya, Shaishavehi Samskarita Chinmaya. And he was blessed when he was newly born child only, that time only he was blessed by the great saint of that time, who is Chattambi Swamigal. Their house in Kerala used to host many saints and sadhus as they travel that side. So this Chattambi Swamigal was frequent visitor to their house, and he was a realized soul. As also he was knowing, he used to know the languages of birds and animals also. There are stories of this Swamiji. So he used to come there, and when this child was newly born, so he used to play and talk with him in his own language. And when he would be resting, he would take this baby child, baby Balakrishnan, on his chest, and then he used to speak to him hours together. And that child also, with his big eyes and fully open, widespread eyes, as if he is understanding everything, and he is getting astonished, surprised at the meaning of that. He used to look at him. Once his mother said, "What do you speak so much time, hours together to this child who doesn't know anything?" And that child also listens to you interestingly. So he said, "I have taught him all the things that is necessary in life, and he will slowly, as he grows, that all knowledge will unfold in him." So in this way he was blessed by that realized saint of that time, Chattambi Swamigal. Then slowly he grew, and he was a very naughty and playful child. Chanchal Manasa Balaka Chinmaya. And he used to play and make all his friends laugh and observe the life and make comment on that. Tathapi Shivadhyane Chinmaya. But one side of his personality that was revealed in the beginning of the childhood only, that every day at night before going to bed, he will sit quiet and still, steady, and with full fervor of devotion, he would chant Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya for half an hour, and then he would go to sleep. So that never break. So he always did this japa. Tathapi Shivadhyane Rita. And that time there was a tradition that every evening all the children and elders also, they have to take bath again, and they have to assemble in puja room, the room specifically kept for worshipping Lord, and where so many frames and pictures and idols were there, symbols were there of Lord, and they have to sit there and attend full 1,000 names worship of Lord Vishnu and 1,000 names worship of Lord Lalita Gauri. So up till that they have to sit there, then only they will get the night meal, food or dinner. So when they were child, they have to come there because otherwise no food. So there when he used to sit with all of him, his brothers etc., cousins etc., brothers, sisters. So that time how to pass this 2 hours, around 2 hours it will take to chant 2,000 names of gods and goddesses. So he used to look at all pictures of the god which were there, and out of that the picture of Chandra Kaladhara Shivaji, Shankarji, it appealed to this child Balakrishnan, and he used to look at that with concentration, and slowly he will shut his eyes and bring that same form, same picture in his mind, and with the eyes of mind he will observe that. Then again after some time he will open the eyes and check whether all the details in that actual frame he saw in the mind or not. Again he will close his eyes and look that picture in the mind. In this way, unknowingly, he was practicing meditation since that time only. Krida Pravina Yopriya Chinmaya, but he was very fond of playing, and he used to play all the games, badminton, table tennis, swimming, and all other games. And he was very loving friend to all others, and therefore he is very popular. He was always wanted in his friend circle because he used to tell so many stories with all acting, etc. And he had a knack of making others laugh, so he used to tell jokes and make them. His company was very pleasant, therefore he had so many friends. Vidya Grahana Kushalavara Chinmaya, and very sharp intellect. Therefore, whatever little he will study, so he will be passed in next standard. So he was very skilled and expert in acquiring knowledge that is necessary for school education. Afterwards, when he grew further, then he went to Lucknow in North India. This Lucknow is in Uttar Pradesh. So he went there, and there he took law for his graduation, and there he became Vidhi Bhasha Angla Visharada. He also was very well versed in English language and also in this law. And then that time was our pre-independence time, and therefore Jawaharlal Nehru's pre-press journal and National Herald, in these newspapers, this Balakrishnan Menon, his name was that time. So he used to write columns in those newspapers, and he has got that very nice style of his own writing, and therefore the columns were very famous. He used to take a pen name as Mochi, the cobbler, and his observation was also keen and down to earth, and he had full of sympathy for the downtrodden people. So he used to bring out all these things in his writing. So Vrittapatra Lekhakavara Chinmaya, Swatantrata Sangramaka Chinmaya, and no doubt that time Mahatma Gandhi, Gopal Krishna Agarkar, Lokmanya Tilak, etc. and Gokhale. So these all people used to inspire the youth for taking part in our freedom fight. So that time this Balakrishna Menon also started in printing, writing, and distributing all articles and handbills, and inspiring others also to take part in the for independence of the country. So Swatantrata Sangramaka Chinmaya, and he went in jail also for that. Tadartha Kara Gruhagata Chinmaya. He went to jail also, and he was caught by fear, and he was about to die. He was just unconscious in that fever, and this jail people just left him alongside out of the town, and one lady who was British lady and whose son was died while fighting for Britain, and he has his nose features of the face like Balakrishna Menon. So she found him, and she was kind-hearted, and she extended all the help, doctor's treatment and all other nutritious food, etc. And then he came out of that fever, etc. Then he thanked her and he went again. So in this way, Tadartha Karagruhagata Chinmaya, Tata Shivananda Ashita Chinmaya. And once it so happened that he was there, and they were chasing because warrant was there on his name. So when they were in the same bus, they were also searching for him. So he went down at the next stop, and there, whichever building he saw, he went inside, and that was the office where decoding of messages from London, that was work done there. And he had his good English language, mastery over English language. Therefore, he told there that I have come in search of employment, and they tested his typing skill, etc., and then kept him. So, right in the tiger's den, he was there, took shelter and remained there. Afterwards, then he left from there also. And at his uncle's home, he came. He was read this Shivananda Swami's writings, and thereby he got inspired to know more about spirituality. This into curiosity is kindled there, and through these papers, newspaper writings, he went to Rishikesh to write a good story on them, to cover a cover story he wanted to write. And when he went there and observed all their lifestyle, their daily routine, how they serve and how they take minimum from the society and give maximum to the society in form of medical services, literary services, education services, spiritual practices, etc. Then he got completely influenced by that, and slowly he also started thinking that I should not also spend my life fruitlessly like crores of people are doing. I should do some noble work like this, and I should find that ultimate truth which our scriptures ensure, inspire us to do. So he approached for sannyas to Swami Shivananda ji. He said, just now 6 months over you came here, so you wait, think more, obtain this permission of your father, and then take firm decision and then tell. So he went on foot to Himalayas, peaks, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri and others also. And then he stayed in Badrinath and well thought for what he want to do really in life, what for he is made, what is his inner call. And when that decision was made, yes, I have to become renunciate. I have to leave this worldly matters. I will not now henceforth work for money. And then he wrote all these things, how he has come to that decision to his father, and his father also blessed him. And his father was astonished to see the change in his son. So he gave thanks to Shivananda ji that you really with patience have transported my son. So Sannyasi Guru Dikshita Chinmaya. Now he got the new name and ochre robes as Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati. That is the lineage of renunciates right from Adi Shankaracharya ji. And out of his 4 mathas it comes from Shrungeri. Chinmayananda Vidhana Chinmaya. So joy, happiness of consciousness, pure consciousness, pure knowledge. That is the meaning of this knowledge, name Chinmayananda. And Swami Shivananda ji sent him to Uttarkashi Swami Taponji Maharaj because he was having very intense desire to learn scriptures and know this self-knowledge philosophy from him. So he went there, and there also he was tested again and again. In the beginning only when he went there on foot. That time Swami Taponji Maharaj was at Rishikesh also, and sometimes in Uttarkashi he used to say, sometimes to Gangotri, sometimes to Gomukh, and sometimes Tapovan at the altitude of 4,500 meters, and it is ahead of Gomukh. So he went there on feet, and when he requested to stay with him and learn from him, he said, have you brought a written letter from Shivananda ji? And again he sent him back to take this letter, and when he brought that letter, again walking on feet, then he did not even read that letter, but that was the as if entrance test for him. Then he said that I will teach you in Hindi. Even though both were knowing English, Malayalam, etc., but he said I will teach you in Hindi. And whatever I teach once, you should be able to tell me that whenever afterwards I ask you. If you don't remember that, then you will have to leave the teaching. So in this way, very strict environment, the education started, and no comforts and no amenities, etc. He has to sleep in one cowshed just with a stone under his head, so that he will not fall asleep for more time, because in the morning immediately he has to get up, take bath in frozen cold water of Ganges and prepare tea for Swami Poojya Maharaj, which he may take or not take. And once he told him to grow flower garden in front of his kutia, for which Swami Chinmaya ji has to brought water right from Ganges. And then he has to take bhiksha, ask for bhiksha in other ashrams, Kali Kamali Wala Baba, etc., and bring it to Guru. And if and whatever Guru gives, that he will have to eat. And do intense meditation, then all contemplation, reflection on whatever is taught to him. So in this way, he gone through that course of Vedanta as if Swami Tapavana Prashishya, and has become the most favorite disciple of Swami Poojya Maharaj, who made all the world know who his Guru was. Swami Poojya Maharaj was very calm and quiet, and he was not having any desire of this publicity, etc. But Swami Chinmayananda ji spread all over the world his fame. And therefore we come to know about Swami Poojya Maharaj, the personification of Brahman itself, the Supreme Truth. Swami Tapavana Prashishya Shiksha Chinmaya Shastradhyatma Pathanarata Chinmaya. And he merged and he lost himself in the study of scriptures. Priti Prapta Guru Prasada Chinmaya. And at the end, it is said that Swami Poojya Maharaj guided him in that peace that passeth all understanding, for that state of realization, the first hand, direct, immediate knowledge, experience of the truth. And afterwards, when he was always thinking that my countrymen, my people, Indian society, anyhow due to British education policy, etc., is cut off from scriptures, and therefore all the noble values and therefore the real joy of life. So I must go there and make them familiar with these scriptures, self-knowledge. When he was at Ganga bank, then as if Gangaji appealed him that, see my son, you see how I am immersed in Himalaya, but I take all this nourishment throughout the country, and whatever there is in my banks, both the sides of banks, I quench their thirst also, and I give them life and livelihood. So in the same way, you also go and disseminate this knowledge to all, whatever you have got in Himalayas on the bank of Ganges. So he asked for permission from Poojya Maharaj, and also informed Shivanandaji Maharaj. They said, go and roar like Kesari, the lion of Vedanta. This self-knowledge that. But Poojya Maharaj said, those who want, they will come here if they have this passion, if they renunciate the world, and if they have that urge to know. Why you are going there? You belong to Himalayas. You stay here and revel in this knowledge. But he said, no, I have to go. So therefore he said, you go first and make a 6 months pilgrimage on foot without telling anybody who you are, etc. So as a common monk, wandering monk. Then he did that, and that made his resolve more firm and confirmed. So then the Poojya Maharaj blessed him and said, you go, and even if few people are there for your discourses, you feel blessed and successful. And whenever you want, you just leave that all and come to here, Himalaya. You belong to Himalaya. Himalaya is your home. So in this way, प्रीति प्राप्त गुरु प्रसाद चिन्मय, गंगा दर्शन प्रेरित चिन्मय, ज्ञान यज्ञ प्रारंभ का चिन्मय. As there is a fire ritual, this is discourses wherein the fire of knowledge, ignorance, and misgivings, misunderstandings, and wrong concepts are burnt out. Therefore, it is called Jnana Yajna, which is the term used in Bhagavad Gita also by Lord Sri Krishna. So this discourses, series of discourses, he started. Nothing was there with Gurudev that time. Sushila Mudliar and family. That was a familiar family in Pune, in Apollo, near Apollo Rastapet, Madrasi Ganpati Mandir, Harihar Bhajan Sanstha. And there he went and he started saying himself that one young monk from Himalaya will give discourses on Vedanta. Please everybody come, all are invited for that. In this way, on cycle he will just go on roads there, and in the evening he will only sit there and give discourses. But the discourses came out of his own experience and always adhering to our scriptures and whatever Shankaracharya ji told, that came by experience only. So they become very famous and popular, and soon that crowd swelled. And that first Jnana Yajna itself went to 100 days on Kenopanishad, and first talk was, O Hindus, let us be Hindus. So in this way, immediately after that, one of the audience who has contacts in Chennai, those talks were there. And slowly in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, Kochi, everywhere. And then since people from all the places should be benefited, therefore the tenure of those talks were reduced. First 100 days, then 40 days, etc., etc. And at the end, 7 days, 15 days, 3 months, etc. So in this way, Jnana Yajna Prarambhaka Chinmaya, Asankhya Janapriya Preraka Chinmaya. And he was dear like on one's own self to countless people, and he inspired them all to live the life on the righteous way and with adherence to study and service according to our scriptures. Then people thought Chinmaya Samstha Sthapaka Chinmaya. Then people thought, Swamiji, Gurudev, you go here from giving discourses to give discourses at another place. Then how we have to do this study and service? So you please organize one institute. So he said, I will not do that all. So they said, okay, you just permit, we will do that all. Then he said, okay. And then what name should be there? Then we will give Chinmaya Mission name. He said, why my name? They said, no, Chinmaya means full of knowledge, made up of knowledge. Therefore, we will give this name. And what will be the motto? So, maximum happiness to maximum time to maximum people. So, in this way, this Chinmaya Mission came into being from Chennai. So, Chinmaya Samstha Sthapaka Chinmaya, Gita Jnana Pracharaka Chinmaya, and one series of lectures on same text that was also started, and Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 to 18, also introduction and many big chapters in 2 months. Like this, many types like spiritual camps, satsangs, weekend satsangs, then so many things online also. So many courses are there now: advanced Vedanta, foundation Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Sanskrit, Vedic maths. So in this way, Gita Jnana Pracharaka Chinmaya, Ashrama Sandipani Kruta Chinmaya. And then he thought that like Vivekananda, we should have 100 Vivekanandas who will inspire in turn thousands of people. And for that, we should have a training institution, a college of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, for those who are inclined to this. And therefore, he first in 1963 in Powai, Mumbai, he started Chinmaya Sandipani Sadhanalaya Ashram, where Brahmachari Vedanta course, like old system Vedic Gurukul Ashram. So that was a residential course earlier for 4-5 years, because Gurudev used to travel in the world. He used to collect fund, and from that he will provide for all lodging, boarding, medicine, notebooks and all books etc. to brahmacharis who are taking there, and he himself will teach. So that course will go to 5 years etc. Then afterwards, as people recognized this, appreciated this, and started giving donations for this, then this duration of course reduced, because that time only all the youth from the world over, because that is in English, so any countries citizens can come, so they will spare time that much. So 2 years now it is happening. At present, 19th batch is studying in that Powai as on 2025. Aneka mandir, and afterwards, of course, this was in English. So once in Kolhapur also one batch was taken in Marathi. In Hindi, Siddhabadi, Himachal Pradesh, where the capital of summer time, assembly of summer time of Himachal Pradesh is there, in Kangra Valley, in the town of Siddhabadi or Tapovan, small village. So there Gurudev started in Hindi, and afterwards that same land, same ashram preserved his mortal coil also. He got samadhi at that place only. So Ashrama Sandipani Kruta Chinmaya in South Africa, Swami Abhedananda has taken batches in South India, in Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, batches of like this Sandipani Sadhanalaya. Sandipani is the name of Krishna's Guru. So like that, many Sri Krishnas were prepared in this, and are being prepared just now also, in southern languages also. Aneka Mandira Nirmita Chinmaya, and many temples along with ashrams and centers are there, and so many places big statues of gods, like Ganesh statue, Chinmaya Ganadhish in Kolhapur also, Chokalli, and Hanuman in Siddhabadi, also Hanuman in Noida. So like this, many big mandirs, temples, they were created and are maintained well. Upakaraka Sadhaka Jana Chinmaya, and social services like hospitals etc., management schools, computer science schools, about 100 and more. Chinmaya Vidyalayas, one residential school now, Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit, Dean Uva University is also there. So this all began in that time. Now afterwards Guruji took this work further. And how was Gurudev? Karuna Purita Manasa Chinmaya. He was very soft hearted, he was very kind, and therefore instead of just reveling there only, he came down in this hot terrain, hot plains which are beneath this Rishikesh etc. Sakala Jananam Hitarata Chinmaya. And he was always thinking of for the good of others and how they will get nice things, they will get this knowledge, they will get success, how their distress will be removed, which are actually caused by imaginary identification with conditionings. But they were really sorrowful, therefore Gurudev tried to remove their sorrow and pains. Sakala Jananam Hitarata Chinmaya. Balaka Yuvaka Prashikshaka Chinmaya. He taught small children also and youth also, young adults also, and the ripe old people also. So Bala Sanskar, Bala Vihar, that is the Sanskar Varga for children weekly. Then Yuvaka, Chinmay Yuva Kendra, it is called CHIK. So those Chinmay Yuva Kendra was started in 1975 and now it is just celebrating 50th years Golden Jubilee year in 2025. So in that first reading of scriptures, discussion and then indoor and outdoor activities like drama, dance, music and all others also, acting and all others. Then rallies, motorbike rallies, etc., trekking and event management like children's camp, Gita chanting competition, youth will handle and organize. So in this way, they had prepared a coffee table book also, Crescendo Peaks, and they prepared On a Quest, this movie on the life of Gurudev. So in this way, so many projects he took in hand. 52 parts TV serial Upanishad Ganga is also a great success, which introduces common food, our scriptural knowledge in various fields while entertaining them. So in this way, Balaka, Yuvaka, Prashikshaka Chinmaya, Vidyalaya Sanstapaka Chinmaya. Chinmaya Mission has got an education cell and its own education policy that Chinmaya Vidyalayas has adopted. Also some other schools also adopted and CBSE has appreciated that, CBSE and IBC. So this is Chinmaya vision policy. So in this way, in the field of education also, Gurudev had his original thoughts and he has inspired so many Swamis Brahmacharis also to work on that. Samaja Seva Preraka Chinmaya. So many centers give monthly ration to widows. So many people give medical instruments to hospitals and to orphanages, etc. They help. Old ages they help. They distribute food like in South India. Just now project started, Flourish to Nourish, Annapurna project, whereby 2000 people are fed without any charge daily under the guidance of Swami Abhedananda ji. So in this way, Samaja Seva Preraka Chinmaya, Swastha Chikitsa Dayaka Chinmaya. And for giving, bestowing health to people, physical health is also needed, then only we can think of self-enquiry, etc. So this physical health in CORD, called Chinmaya Organization for Rural Development, that institute began with this only, free of cost clinic, where Dr. Kshama Maitre, Dr. Akhilesh, now she passed, got Mahasamadhi as Swami Nishthananda. So this Swasthya Chikitsa Dayaka Chinmaya, nursing training centers were there, and Chinmaya Mission Hospital, CMHN, Deenabandhu Samsthan, Bangalore, Indiranagar, that is also very famous one. So Swasthya Chikitsa Dayaka Chinmaya, Sanskruta Gaurava Sthapaka Chinmaya. Sanskrit language was also just rejuvenated by Param Poojya Guruji by appreciating and encouraging the study of it. Now Chinmaya International Foundation, which is working on Indology and preserving all the old original texts written on the skin of a tree, and also other handwritten matters they are preserving of our old scriptures, and publishing so many informative and scholarly books, Sukti, Sangraha, Brahma Sutra, etc. etc. So in this way, Sanskrit Gaurava Sthapaka Chinmaya, Grantha Aneka Prakashaka Chinmaya publication, and this all Chinmaya Video Dham, etc. Online, so many things now are given, Chinmaya Clicks, and 1000 books titles in many languages, foreign languages as well as Indian languages they are published. So they call the knowledge bringing to life, a light. Chinmaya Vani, Jnana Bhakti Sevamaya Chinmaya, firmly rooted in self-knowledge, fully dedicated and devoted to Lord, and with hands throughout the day without any attachment. Service is rendered to these noble goals by which a nation is built. So this Gurudev inspired to lakhs of people. Nitya Shuddha Guru Vimukta Chinmaya, and Chinmaya, our Gurudev is Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta, that supreme truth, and he attained liberation while living only, and after he gave up his body, he took Mahasamadhi. That time also he obtained liberation, Videha Mukti, Jivan Mukti, both. Mahasamadho Samsthita Chinmaya, Siddha body in Himachal Pradesh, preserves his mortal coil, and he has beautiful Samadhi Mandir was built there. And mainly he is there in every devotees, every seekers, everyone who desires of knowledge, so there in their heart he stays there, and he inspires them to work and inspire in turn others, all the teachers of schools, etc. Mahasamadho Sansita Chinmaya, Bhakti Rastu Nastvaihe Chinmaya. And O Param Poojya Gurudev, as this your life song comes to end, we request you, we plead, we appeal to you to give your firm devotion, unwavering devotion to us, so that it will bring knowledge, light of knowledge and joy in us, and we will spend this life in serving. So in this way, Guruji has written this Chinmaya Mahimaa very nicely. Hari Om. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave